Hello and welcome to Yellow Sticker Dinner, the channel where I go to my local supermarkets, see what's good in the reduce section, and then try to put together some sort of creative meal out of it. In my last video, I got AI to do the last part for me. It came up with a recipe that was, it was actually pretty good. I implore you to watch the video because I implore you to watch all of my videos. But yeah, it came up with a lentil and vegetable stew. And the biggest downfall of that was that it assumed that I had a large pot. And the pot I own is a medium-sized pot at best. So I end up with loads of this leftover veg. I'm hoping to do a short video today, by the way, because it's the last day of the month. It's January 31st, Tuesday. And that means nothing really, but, let's just get on with it. So I've got a bunch of these leftover veg. I've got some broccoli in there, some potatoes, some fancy tomatoes. And then if you remember my previous video when I made some of these soup into bread, I'm going to use these cans as well, maybe only one of them. They were 22 cents. And I'm going to just put together a bit of an everything casserole, I suppose. So like I said, it should be a fairly, where's my casserole dish? It should be a fairly short video. Basically, this stuff is already washed and prepared. I did this already myself for the AI video. And so I'm just going to toss that all in, straight in like that. It's already it's fairly mixed even. And I'm going to throw in a can of soup as well. Just because, again, I need to use this up. Now, I've tasted the other one. This is a slightly different soup. The one I had before was a tomato-y one. This one is a Moroccan chickpea and bell pepper soup with beans. The other one was fairly mild. This one's got a little bit more flavour. Don't know how Moroccan it is. I assume there's some sort of harissa paste in there just to kind of make it work. Anyways, let's throw this in. And you can kind of see there actually is a couple of beans in there, quite bitty. So I'm going to stir this up and see if I need the second can. This is chickpeas in this, yeah there is. So I'm also, again another full price thing I'm afraid. I'm going to throw in a can of chickpeas as well. Do you know what, I feel like I could do with it. It's nice. And if I had more veg, let's do another can of soup because why not? Need to use this stuff up. I got 6 cans of this stuff, 3 of each flavour. They were 22 cents each. I made one into a loaf of bread. I said in the last video, I don't really eat cans of soup on their own as lunch kind of things. Not a bad idea, it's just not really for me. That's looking a lot better. And then I get some chickpeas. Here they are here. Chickpeas and water. Chickpeas are super cheap, by the way. Let me just give you a little rinse. Let's get a sieve. Oh, turn the light on in here. Chickpeas are super cheap, and if you get them dried, where you got to soak them overnight and cook them and boil them up for an hour, they're even cheaper still. But I didn't have the energy or the foresight to do that. So a can of chickpeas, still pretty cheap. I think that's like 33 cents maybe, I'm not quite sure. They're always super cheap. And, don't be fooled. Obviously the organic ones can be a bit more expensive, but don't be fooled by getting a brand name one. Vegetables are vegetables. What, apart from like maybe uniform size and shape, what can a brand name chickpea do differently that an own brand doesn't do, So this is pretty much the end of this section here. I really should have preheated my oven. I may as well do it now. Stick it on 200. And I don't really know how long I'm going to cook it for. I'm just going to stir all those chickpeas in to make sure they... There we go. You can add whatever you want to this. A bit of hot sauce. I'm going to put a sprinkling of salt and pepper on. You can do, casseroles are basically a safe word for throwing whatever you got into a dish and cooking it. So yeah, just a little bit of sprinkling of salt and pepper. That's gonna do it for this section. I'm gonna throw this in the oven. Like I said, I don't really know how long. Oops, sorry, that's my breakfast left over. Need to eat the rest of that. I don't really know how long. Okay, so I got a ghost in the house. Didn't know I had roommates. Salt just fell down. As I was saying, I don't know how long we're going to cook that for. I'm just going to start with, say, 20 minutes. Give it a little stir, give it a little taste. I suspect about 40-45 minutes all in when it's all said and done. So with the AI recipe, it left me out some cabbage as well. And it's such a small amount. I didn't want to put it into that because I thought that it would just give it a strange color. It wouldn't really do much else, you know, that kind of way. So I'm gonna lean into it. I got this carrot today. It was full price. I know, full price. What am I up to? What am I doing? I've lost it. I've lost the run of myself. It was only 11 cents, by the way. Always buy loose. There's no reason to ever buy a bag of carrots. Buy them loose. Buy every veg loose if you can. Unfortunately, the reduced section doesn't have many loose vegetables, and normally things like this where it's already pre-prepared. For me anyway, it's my experience. But yeah, so I'm just gonna grate up this carrot. I'm looking for roughly, and this has been pre-washed by the way. I never peel my carrots. I think the skin is fine. I'm looking for like roughly 50-50, so that's about right. And again, I don't know if this will really go with the casserole, but it'll be nice anyway. I'll just get a little fork. Stir that through. Okay. And then, sorry, a little bit of carrot in my hand. Vegan mayo. I picked this up, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago maybe. It's kind of what inspired me to become a proper vegan. I saw this and I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's become vegan. Let's go all in. Oh yeah, sorry. It was originally $4.39. There's no reason for vegan mayo to be that expensive. Why? Like, it's just, you're paying for the privilege of being good to the planet. It's so... Ugh, it drives me mad. Anyway, it was $4.39 full price. I got it for $2.19, which is still too expensive. Still too expensive. Regular mayo costs like 99 cents full price if you buy the cheaper stuff. And the only difference is they got a little bit of like, they use an egg in regular mayo. You know, I think they put like something else in here that, like, modified cornstarch. I mean, whatever, like, it just, there's no reason for it to be that expensive. And it's got a broken lid. But anyways, I'm going to throw this in. That'll do for now. I'll clean that up off camera. Oh, the lid isn't even that broken. Look, it's fine. Actually, hold on. I might need to. There might be one of those like seals. Yeah. And then yeah, so if you haven't guessed, I may have already said, I can't remember, I'm making a slaw. It's just a slaw. You can use yogurt if you want into this. If you want to go for a little bit healthier, you can use a bit of creme fraiche sour cream. I'm going to put a little sprinkling of salt and some more pepper into this as well. And then I might need to add more mayo, but I'm just starting with this. It's looking good, it's a nice colour. Okay, that's it, that's done. If I had any lemon juice, I'd throw that in, but I don't have any lemons at the moment. If you have mustard, you can put some mustard in there. You can put whatever you want into coleslaw or any slaw really. Let's give this a taste now. That's lovely. Homemade coleslaw is so much better and so much easier to make. If you want, you can put some curry in there, you can put some cheese. Just, you know, look up some recipes or just throw whatever you have, and it's always great. This coleslaw, by the way, the cabbage, it was originally in like a foil container, and it had it was like one of those things that you just throw in the oven for 25 minutes or something like that. But it had some Bramley apples and some cinnamon in there. It doesn't really come through that much, but there is a certain element of sweetness there. That does, you know, it's not overpowering, but it doesn't hurt the dish at all in any way. Okay, that's the end of the first half, which is about 75% of this video. I'm gonna cook this, and when it's done, I will be back to you. But yeah, see you soon. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes, 45. I checked this at the halfway point, and it was nowhere near done. This thing is about to ping in a few seconds, so I might just wait for it to ping. In that time, I may as well take this time to ask you to like and subscribe, please. Send me a comment even, because I don't get many viewers. My last one, oh, there we go. But yeah, please, if you have any comments, please let me know, and I will respond to you, or at least take them on board, give me some feedback if you want me to shut up. There's an awful lot of steam and smoke coming out of this oven since that pinged. Anyways, moving on. Let's take this out, and I'll be honest with you, I am concerned. I'm a little concerned. I'll explain to you why in a minute. So, you can kind of see, I'm just going to put this on this little, I'm just going to get a little spoon. There we go. You can kind of see the soup has kind of condensed down and thickened up a tiny bit. Not much, not as much as I wanted to. That's what, when I checked at the halfway point, it was still very thick, or very thin, sorry, very watery. And I was kind of hoping the soup would kind of stir. It's got a little bit of a skin, as you can see. And I think the skin is hiding what is probably a fairly mediocre dish by the looks of it. I was kind of hoping that the soup would thicken up a lot more than it has. And, well, let's just give it a take. You know what, I was going to put this into the bowl. I'm not going to bother yet. I'll just taste it straight out of the container, so I can get a thumbnail of this later on. It looks very, very hot, and I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time of putting this in my face too fast. So there's a bit of everything there. Some broccoli, some potatoes, some chickpeas. I thought I see a tomato there. There's a tomato. Okay. It's a big spoon. It's a lot of steam, so I'm just going to let this cool significantly before I taste this. But yeah, I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I'll put too, I think, we'll see. Let's just taste it. Sorry, the last time I had this stew, I really melted my face. Like, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't taste it. It was just very, very hot. Okay. Oh. It's still really hot. Wow. Who would have thought something cooking for 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 Fahrenheit, for about nearly an hour would be so hot? My God. My breath did nothing. Okay, so I did taste something though, and what I tasted wasn't much, and this is what I feared. I think I'm going to put this one down as Not a complete failure, but like a 5 out of 10, if not a 4 or even a 3. You know, it's not bad. It's just really dull. The soup didn't bring anything really to the table what it should have. There's a tiny little bit of spice in there. A little bit tomatoey. It's a little bit powdery. It tastes like it's a soup. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like this needed a lot more to make this tastier than it is. It's pretty dull. It's pretty boring. It's pretty bland. Very healthy, I'd say. But I like flavor, and it looks pretty good. But I think what I've done is I've probably just made a convoluted soup. I've made a soup with extra steps. I've made a soup in the oven. I don't know. It's just fine. You know, I feel like I can rescue this, definitely. You know, I think, let me give one more go, just to, maybe my first 2 bites were so hot that I couldn't taste anything. Yeah. Maybe a 4. 4 or 5 out of 10 at best. It's it's just very boring. It's just quite dull, you know. I mean, there's not much flavor there, you know. I think if I snazz this up a little bit, jazz this up a little bit, put a little bit like of let's see what I've got here. Hold on. I got some of this peanut chili ryu. That might work. Some hot sauce. This is a fairly mild one. That's pretty old. Some sriracha. Something in there needs something else, and I think spice, because if you're ever in doubt and if you need to rescue a dish, spice is the answer, because if you just blow their face off, then, you know, it doesn't matter if they can't taste it anyway. But yeah, overall, not incredible. I'm still going to eat every bite of this because I do not waste food. I just do not waste food. But would I recommend this to anyone? No. Would I serve this to anyone else but me? No. Not without serious not without some serious tinkering. I think... If I was eating cheese, I'd put some cheese on there. I'd put some spice in there. Maybe some crispy onions, maybe some breadcrumbs or something like that. I don't know, it just needs something, some garlic. It's just, yeah. At least it wasn't that much work. But yeah, I'm going to put this one down to my first failure. And also, if you've noticed, my cabbage, or my coleslaw, sorry, has just completely separated. And it looks very sorry for itself. So I'll just stir this back up. And give this another taste. Because this was good. The coleslaw is great. Coleslaw's a 9. That's a 9 out of 10. You're a 3. You need to be more like the coleslaw. But anyways, they don't all work out. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just boring. And sometimes that's worse than bad. Because at least with bad, you tried something. You might have failed, but you tried. This didn't even try. It's just, it's a librarian of dinners. It's an accountant of dinners. It's I can't think of anything else boring. It's the me of dinners. But anyways, thanks for watching Yellow Sticker Dinner. Okay, so it's a couple of hours later. As you can see, I've had another bowl of it. I've polished off my coleslaw, even though there wasn't that much. That was lovely. I still stand by that. And I did improve this. I didn't mess with the recipe, but when I reheated some of this in the microwave just a little while ago, I had a whole bowl full. I added 2 things. One was I added a little drop of this Frank's Red hot sauce, which is my favorite hot sauce if you're looking to reach out for a sponsorship opportunity. Probably have to do more than pay for my meals though. And then I also use this random stuff, which I picked up in Tesco, I think it was. I don't know. It was really cheap, full price. It's only like 75 cents or something like that, and it's some sort of presumably Polish. I think it was in the Polish section. It's got a, if you can read that or not, it says symbolic image of this guy just in a field of vegetables, cooking a pot with just, you know, celery and everything near him. But yeah, it's universal vegetable seasoning. I normally stay away from seasoning that I don't know exactly what I'm going to use it for. I'm always careful about buying spices that I don't use on a regular basis, you know, that kind of way. Because like, if, like, you know, sometimes I've done before where I bought like marjoram and I don't know what it is, so I don't know what to do with it, so I don't use it. This one, it looked like the sort of thing that, well, it's universal vegetable seasoning. I should have put it in at the start. Probably like that aromat stuff, which I've also never bought, but there's the inside of it, and I just sprinkled that over the top. It's got MSG in it, which is probably what made it taste better too. But yeah, so overall I did improve it with a little bit of Frank's and this stuff. I still think initially I was wrong to put so much faith into the soup, but I've definitely made it tastier and nicer and better with the addition of hot sauce and some universal vegetable seasoning. But some of these garlic granules would probably do just the job. So anyway, yeah, I just want to come back and say that this has gone from a 3 to about a 6 or a 7, because it is nice. It is tasty now with the extra stuff, and it's filling and it's hearty. So it does do something. But anyways, on that note, thanks for watching Yellow Sticker Dinner again.